Hey, you guys. So today I just want to ask you a question. Have you outgrown the tools and timelines in your environment? Have you outgrown them? Now, what do I mean when I say that? When I say tools in your environment, I want you to think of just everything around you. Every object around you can be seen as a tool. I mean, it can be seen as a timeline, but we'll start right there. Have you, let's use something simple, a pair of shoes. If it was a pair of shoes and your feet grew, would you keep those pair of shoes? No, you would not. You would go buy new shoes. So what in your environment, what things, what people, what understandings have you outgrown? You want to move toward better timelines for yourself. You want to get to the best and highest timeline for yourself. You want to get to the life you deserve. Well, what can't come with you? What tools? Maybe there is a car that you have that doesn't fit the timeline that you're meant to go to. Things hold on to energy. Objects hold on to energy. So maybe the car that you have or the phone that you have or whatever the case may be. And this is not me telling you to go out and buy new things. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's time to be aware of the things in your environment, the objects, the physical understandings in your environment, and whether or not they need to be released or let go of and exchanged. And sometimes it can be even more simple than that. Have you left a relationship and you still holding on to old pictures of somebody you're not with anymore? Or old clothes from somebody that you're not with anymore? Why? Why are you holding on to this energy? Why are you holding on to timelines that could be holding you back from everything that you want? You think that it's just a piece of clothing. You think that it's just a picture, but it's not. You're holding on to timelines. You're holding on to weights. These things are weighing you down and making you move slower toward everything that you want for yourself. So, if you want to get to everything that you want for yourself, it's time to take a look around you and begin some spring cleaning. What can be removed? What do I not need? What is just laying around in my environment being a weight, being a lodestone, stopping me from getting everything that I deserve? And you can think that it has to be something big, but it can be something so small, so small. Once there was a time when it was time for me to move on to another environment. And the thing that was holding me back was a key. I had to return a key. That was the understanding. And when I say I had to return a key, I want you to understand that our Creator holds on to all the understanding that is necessary for us to move forward in our life. Holds on to all of it. And it waits for us to take certain actions before it reveals certain understandings to us. So you may be like, how do I get this to come into me? How do I move toward this understanding for myself? But you have also not created space for spirit to see that you're ready to receive the understanding of how to get to this better understanding for yourself. So what should you do? Clean up your environment. Release things out of your environment. Create space for the understanding. And I'm telling you, as soon as I gave back that key in that situation, as soon as I gave that key back, guess what? Understanding of where I was meant to go next came. If you want to know where you're meant to go next, then you need to make sure that you release the things that can't come with you. Release the things that are holding you back. Whatever it is, it's time for you to take a look and see. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy because there may be emotions that come up, especially if it's related to somebody that you were with in a relationship with. Maybe you need to cry about it. Maybe you need to sit there and process all the emotions of why you kept this thing. But do what you need to do and release it so you can get to the next stage. Because I know it may seem to you. I know it may seem to so many people like everything is here now. There's no better understandings that can come into this world. That is not the case. That is not the case. But if you want better understandings, if you want things that you've never experienced and seen before to come to fruition, then you got to be willing to give some things up. So it's time to take a look into your environment and see what needs to be released so you can create room for these more wondrous understandings to come in. If you want change, you have to change. If you want change, you got to make room for change. So let's start. Take a look. I would like for you, if nothing else today, one thing at least, look into your environment and see what you need to get rid of. Even if it's hard emotionally and you know there's reasons emotionally why you held on to this thing, it's time to let it go. How is God going to give you better if you're still holding on to the old understanding? Spirit has new versions of love to give you, but you got to release the old versions first. You got to be willing to release them. But that's all I have. I hope this message resonated, and if it didn't, I hope you found what does.